Do you already do you have like a presentation or something to do? You just yeah, no. How do we check? Can we check from YouTube? Let me check.
We are live. We are live. No worries. But
Okay.
yes, hello Aquarians. It's good to see you all. Here we have our your the usual team, Mache and Cameron, in tandem with Team Africa out in Nigeria, featuring Johan and your favorite Danny.
Hello guys.
So to
Hello.
give a preface, it's good to see you guys because we've been out on the front lines, working on different roadmaps, ready to catch the next leg up with this market, guys. So I won't take up all of your time. The purpose for today is the moment you've all been waiting for. You want to hear what is happening in Nigeria, what is the roadmap regarding that, and Johan and Danny are here to talk to you about that. So today's agenda is
Cam,
covering yes.
Cam, like I said, too many windows. Could you just repeat the very beginning of like the intro, because I didn't click the transition, like the introduction of Johan, etc. I'm so sorry.
Yes, of course. So, yes, hello, Aquarians. It's
Hello, guys.
Cameron here with Mache. This is your traditional team, and we have a guest on today. Team Africa out in Nigeria, featuring Johan and Danny. So, do I have to repeat the remaining part, or do you think they got that?
It was like in the middle, so like maybe beginning of it, because it was definitely transition from the middle part.
Okay. No worries to go over everything. You pretty much didn't miss anything. You just missed my usual Cameron rambles. But basically, I don't want to take up too much of your time. What we'll do is we'll structure everything out today very simply. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up with uh, Team Africa featuring Johan and Danny here on the call. They're gonna tell you all that you've been waiting for, all the developments that's happening in Nigeria, what their game plan is in terms of what they're going to do pursuing the contracts, and what they're going to do in terms of operations and what's happening on the ground. After that, Machi and I will come and brief you on what's happening software wise with Aquari and how what's happening in Africa is going to fit into the overall roadmap and what that means for the months coming forward. We're trying to get the app onto the App Store. I'll leave it at that. We can discuss all that later. But let's give Johan and Danny a round of applause, and the stage is yours, guys.
Hi, good afternoon and good night and good morning, wherever you might be. My name's Johan Kaipayan Santisteban. I guess I could say I'm the newest Aquarian here on the team. Just a little bit of background about myself. I'm half Mexican, half Ethiopian. I do have an American and a Mexican passport. I went to university in California at Cal Poly University, where I was able to study global business economics and anthropology. Given that, the idea of me going to a different country and kind of helping, I guess, Aquari run things on the ground day by day was an amazing thing to hear. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to give it my best. I've been here already almost a month, I would say, and Danny and I have been working closely every day just to get closer to the long-term goals that Aquari has here in Nigeria. Just a little bit of an update of what we've been doing. We've been working our best to procure meetings to get closer to have some sort of jobs with government entities or private entities relating any sort of cleanups or any sort of machinery and leasing of machinery. Having said that, the machinery I'm speaking of is some trucks that Cam has actually been working very hard to finalizing acquisition of in China. We should be having those trucks here relatively soon, given all the shipping timelines. Once those trucks are here, Danny and I will be receiving them, and we'll be hopefully putting them to work as soon as they get here. Other than that, we do believe that outreach is important for Aquari, as you guys can tell, both in the coins sphere and in our real world job sphere. So for the cleanups and all the other jobs that we could possibly do once we have machinery, Danny and I are actually going to take a 2-week trip to different states within Nigeria. And we're setting up some meetings with different officials in those states in order to see how we can expand Aquari's presence within the country and within the region, specifically up here in the north, mid-north. And we think that that's the best strategy for now. It's to reach out as far as we can, as calculated as we can as well, and hopefully something will come out of that outreach. I do believe that Danny and I are doing our best. If we're doing a good job, that's up to everybody else. But we're happy to do this work. I'm excited to see what comes out of everything that we're doing, and we've been both working hard and having fun doing it. It's very interesting. It's every day is a different story. Every day is a different interaction. Every day is a different problem as well. And it's exciting work, honestly, to say the least. It is exciting. And long-term wise, the plan is for me to be here another month, a month and a half. I'll be going back to deal with some passport renovations and visa processings, and then I'll be coming back again to Nigeria for another 2 to 3 months. It's gonna go like that, hopefully, as soon as we get a contract. It'll continue like that, maybe sometimes less, sometimes more time. It depends what needs to be done, but I'm always ready and always willing and able to come back to Nigeria and get my boots on the ground and basically be the representative that Aquari might need day to day here on the ground from the outside. Moving forward with that, we do have a small cleanups plan, very small cleanups plan just to get a community built. We've already started building that community. I was able to go to the pizza party that I'm sure you guys are all aware of happened globally.
They went to Bitcoin Pizza Day, just to clarify.
Yes, the Bitcoin Pizza Day. I was able to speak there, and we started to create a community online on Telegram that's specifically for Africa. Right now, the community is at almost 200 people. It's been maybe a week that we went to that pizza party, and it looks like it's growing. I'm getting a lot of outreach. The community is growing. Danny, you've seen it as well,
Yeah.
correct? So that's a good sign for Aquari in general. It looks like people are very interested, especially with the timeline that we're working with right now. As Cam said, he's going to explain a little information on the app and on the coin. Things are looking like they're moving very good there. So I have a lot of faith in that if we build a good community, it's going to benefit every one of us that are part of Aquari as a team, as a united front. And yeah, the work that we're doing is it's a little complicated, but it's fun. It's nice. It's good to do. So having said all that, all those updates, of course, next month we'll have another update since we have a lot of work planned out for us right now. Having said all that, are there any questions that you guys might have that have to do with our mission here in Nigeria, myself personally, Danny personally, or our work looking forward into the future?
Okay, so while we're waiting for questions, my name is Danny, and I've been with Aquari since last year. I believe most of you who are in the Telegram channel already know me. Just to give more context and to give a little bit of personal insight to what Johan has said. Johan has been here for a while, like he said, almost a month, and it's been very good. We've had a very good working relationship. And we've been bonding over local food and cultural difference. That is on the fun side. And on the Aquari side, we've been having lots of interactions with the government, like he has mentioned. And everyone we've met, and there has nobody that have said, oh, we're not interested. Everyone has been is very, very happy to work with us. And then we're looking forward that between now and next month, we should have something concrete. This goes without saying there are no promises. We don't have anything signed yet, but we're working hard to make sure that we close something that the community will be happy about. And we're not just looking at the Abuja Environmental. We're also looking at the Ministry of Environment. We're also looking at contracts for environmental protection and all those kind of things. We're looking into that. And also, I don't know if it has been said, but we have incorporated Aquari here. Aquari is registered here in Nigeria, and we've gotten some certifications that will allow us get contracts. And though we don't have them all yet, but we have most of them, and we are almost 80% ready. If we get contracts, we can execute them without any challenge or issues. And in the nearest future, I think what you should be looking forward to mostly would be big news regarding contracts. Also, once the app is live, we want to begin encouraging people, not just in Nigeria, but on the continent in Africa, to begin buying the Aquari token to show their support for us, not just by words, but also putting their money where their mouth is. So I think that's all from me from now. But yeah, if you have questions, feel free to ask. You can also tag me here on Discord or on Telegram, and then you can also ask live, and we'll also address them. Thank you, guys.
So while we're waiting for questions to come in, you guys are still encouraged to ask questions at a time where we can actually give full, transparent dialogue. I'll start with the first one, which is who have you met so far, and how did those meetings go? What was discussed?
Okay, to respond to that, we've met several people, but I think the people of note that are worth mentioning would be the Mr. Vincent is officer who is currently working with the Nigerian Space Research Agency. And why is he important? He's important because he has worked with several politicians. In fact, he's a former media personal assistant to a previous governor of a state here in Nigeria. And we want to use his connections to reach out to politicians. And as we speak right now, he's doing that for us. In fact, he has not just within Abuja, but also in other states. He's reaching out to his colleagues that work with politicians in other states to help us get these meetings and close something Aquarians would like. And also, we've been able to meet Mr. Ernest. He works he has connections with real estate because we're also looking at getting contracts from real estate companies like estates to help them manage their wastes and get paid doing that, since we are expecting our trucks. And we've also met with the technical assistant to the director of AEPB. For those who don't know AEPB, that's the Abuja Environmental Protection Board. Those in charge, those who manage and regulate waste collection and waste disposal in Abuja. So we've had a productive meeting with them, and he is also providing us with guided information. And also, we also plan to see the director, and not just seeing the director to get updates, but also to get the recommendation letter that was promised Aquari after we finished the Mabuchi over 100 tons of waste disposal.
Yeah, and speaking of Mabushi as well, I went to visit. I had never been before, since I came after that project. I went to visit, and it looks good. I think you guys have seen the videos.
Yeah.
It looks like on that, what used to be a landfill for trash.
For trash,
it's now a place for
economic activities. Yeah.
It looks like they're using it for selling wood,
Firewood,
selling other stuff. And it looks very good. They were even able to fix the road in front of there, which I think beforehand they weren't planning on doing that. But since everything looks neat and cleaner now, I mean, there's more economic activity going on, not only within Mabushi, but in the area surrounding Mabushi specifically.
Just to add to that, the chief was very happy also to receive Johan, and he asked about Cameron and Mache, and he was very, very happy to receive us. And he also mentioned that he will be reaching out to other communities and making sure that Aquari gets something also.
Yeah, so the chief was happy to see us again.
Yes.
I don't know how long it had been since the last time anyone saw him.
Yeah, we saw him last year in November.
Yeah, so we came back. He remembered us. He met me at least. He said hello to you two. He was asking how Mach is and his Polish friends are.
Yes.
And then he did say he would certainly reach out to his contacts in the government and reach out to people in other states. So as soon as we give him, I guess, the word that we're ready,
Yeah.
he's going to start doing that big reach out. So I do plan on trying
Yeah.
to visit him
He told us to come back.
at the end
He
of this
told us to
week,
come back. Yeah.
just to let him know that
Follow up,
hey,
yeah.
we're ready. We're ready to start doing business in other areas as well. So even if we don't have the trucks, which are going to take about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, maybe more, it just depends on the whole shipping process, and that's out of our hands completely. We can still rent machinery like we've done in the past, and we can still get these projects done. So like that's the same as everyone's main concern is. My main goal here, my
Yeah.
main concern, my number one, I guess, plan is I want to get a project for Aquari and hopefully more. That's my main goal.
What cities are you guys going to visit? And was there any reasoning behind the cities that you chose?
You want to take that?
You can take it.
Okay.
With the states and the cities.
Okay. So we intend to go to 4 states at first. We're dividing the trips into 2 batches. We're going to 4 states at first and then 1 at the end of the month. We're going to Niger State. The capital of the city is Minna. You can check all these states on your map. We're going to Edo States. We're going to, and then the city we're going to there is Benin City. That's the capital. I will be meeting with the PA to the governor there. Hopefully they can make time for us. We are also going to Kogi State, and the city we're going to, which is also the capital, is Lokoja. We're also going to Nasarawa State, and the city we're going to there is Lafia. And if you check these cities, one of the things they have in common is proximity to the FCT. Niger State and Nasarawa states are less than 4 hours trip to these states from the FCT, from Abuja, while Kogi states and Edo states are less than 8 hours from there. Because of the way the trucks were expecting are heavy duty equipment, we don't want to take them too far. But if we don't have a very profitable contract in the FCT, when the truck arrive, we intend to move them to these locations. We don't care where they are. As long as we get a good deal, we sign and everything looks good, we're going to ship them out there to do the job. Because we're trying to do our best to make the Aquari community proud of the work we're doing here. So we're not going to we're not going to look away from any deal that is a potential income for our and provide revenue for Aquari. So I don't know if that answered your question. Okay, lastly, the second batch of the trip will be to Lagos, where we'll be attending a conference, a high-profile conference, and we're looking out to building a high-quality network for Aquari that could lead to potential contracts. And if you look at Lagos, Lagos is close to the Atlantic Ocean. There is lots of waste that can be properly disposed. They can do better in waste management there. We're looking to build connections there that can help us close some deals.
One other thing about Lagos, that this was actually, it was something that Cameron was able to connect us with. We're also going to be meeting with a representative of AEPB there, which is also the Environmental Protection Services, and he's the one in charge in Lagos. Cameron, you were able to meet someone that could connect us with us there first.
Yeah, so not the AEPB, that's specifically Abuja, but Lagos's equivalent to the AEPB.
Yes.
Yes. So one of the Aquari entity that we have incorporated in Nigeria is in a free economic zone there, and it's called Itana. It comes with many different benefits, and a lot of the capital flow in that free zone comes from, for those of you that are familiar with Peter Thiel, yeah, he's huge in Silicon Valley. But yeah, they're going around and opening free zones in different countries to help foster the ease for internet companies to like ourselves to come in and do work. So one of the benefits is the fact that they're able to issue out visas easily. When it comes to doing international trade, there's a separate customs that is dealt with, and that's actually helped us immensely. They've helped us immensely with working on exporting these trucks from China into Nigeria. So we're able to get an expedited run on that. I do want to tell you guys, I'll give you something concrete, that this week we are signing that contract in terms of finishing the truck. So this week, that's signed, and what's going to happen is the truck is getting painted Aquari blue, and the logo's put on. And then in Nigeria, they want trucks at EU4 emission standard. In China, the trucks are at EU2, so they need to get retrofitted. And that's going to take about, from the day that I signed that contract, that's going to take about 15 to 20 days. That's for the paint job, the emissions retrofit, and then they're going to load that onto the ship. And then once on the ship, it's going to take 40 to 50 days to get to Nigeria. So pretty much we're ready to go on those trucks, and I'm actually going to be flying home later this week to the States in order to make sure everything's taken care of. And that means I will be back on development duty with Mache. We're going to be back in the digital front lines, working on finishing that app and getting that out on the App Store and Google Play. I know you guys have been waiting so long for that, and I just want to say sorry for the delays of that these past months. Mache and our main goal was to focus on, hey, we know the market's going to come down, and it is down right now, and that's why earlier we were working on securing the extra capital that we're actually currently using as runway to secure these trucks to make sure, hey, we don't have to pause operations waiting for market to go back up. And so thankfully, because of our efforts in Portugal, we're able to keep mowing through even though the market's going down. So financially, we're strong. We just really got to push everything through. What's also being pushed through, as you've seen in the chat, is the app. Development team 2 has pretty much finished the development of the subscription affiliate marketing program. So finally, this means, hey, we can actually go out, have you guys test that, and once the entire community says this is good to go, we push that live on the App Store, and our primary goal is sell, get as many subscriptions as possible so we can finally bring this chart to be going up linearly passively. That's the greatest news that's going to come for you guys, because now you're able to project out into the future that, hey, you don't have to really wear out this volatility so much anymore. There's going to be a price floor that you can calculate based on the amount of subscriptions and the revenue coming in from that. So no matter how many times we pump and go down, there's always going to be a guaranteed buyer at any price when things go down. So our goal is to basically expand that subscription base as much as possible, because that buy pressure is what's going to allow us to linearly go up over time. So that is pretty much the goal. Is what to expect is, once I'm done with these trucks this week, it's just back to development mode. So you'll start seeing the app coming together again. And the goal is to, by the time those trucks land in Nigeria, the app is pretty much in a state where we're just ready to roll out the next cleanup and have an app that is on the App Store where we can onboard anyone, whether they're in Nigeria, whether they're in Pakistan, whether they're in the United States or the EU. They can get involved in our community and they can contribute on both sides. So what you're seeing is the marriage of both sides in our model finally coming together, and you guys alongside us can work on just delivering this impact, getting in the media, working with the local influencer scenes out there in Nigeria. We have teams out there, contacts with the entertainment world out there that can help us achieve that, and we're just going to make a big enough roar in the media, and we're going to funnel that attention into subscriptions, and we'll just keep growing. Okay,
Yeah,
so go ahead, Johan.
Sorry. Not only do we have some connections in the media here with some people that have been helping Aquari directly, I have also been reached out to by 2 individuals over here that both run like a Web3 communities, and both communities are more than 1,000 people. So I think if presented correctly, we might have a lot of subscriptions here in Nigeria. I'm looking forward to working with those 2 people as soon as the apps come out officially, and I really believe that'd be a good lead to start finding a lot of buyers as soon as we can here.
Thank you so much, Johan. That's perfect. And to give you a little update on the subscriptions, I've used it personally. I was able to personally buy using my cards and my American bank account. I was able to sign up for a subscription within literally 30 seconds. And it works very seamlessly on mobile. I think you guys are going to really love this. We have Apple Pay and Google Pay support, thanks to Inflow with that. So you can either just card up using those methods, or you can manually enter the card info. And with this update, we're finally rolling out support for every country in the world. That includes the UK, guys. I know you guys have been asking for that. So yes, the UK is finally going to be supported. And yeah, I think this is a good foundation. I know it's been slow, but it's just because to take it to the next step, we need those trucks out there. And it just took time to get the capital to make sure that we're able to survive right now. That's been achieved and we're implementing. But at the end of the day, it's global trade. You can't speed up a truck delivery. But I do tell you, when that truck arrives, it's go, 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 go. Because the main cost center from that last cleanup was literally the cartel of trucks out there. And Africa is specifically Nigeria. What makes the market risky, as Machi and I were able to encounter, was the fact that if you have to rely on external service providers, they will try to drain you dry. And so that's why we made a strategic decision to actually go and get our own trucks, because the payout for the opportunity is there, and it's actually not as risky as you think. I think it's one of the least risky things to get involved in if you come in owning your own equipment and infrastructure vertically integrated, so you don't have to rely on anyone that you're not feeding. And since that's the model we're coming in, we feel like as a team with Johan, Danny, Mache, and I's effort, we've been able to create an organizational structure that has de-risked that immensely, and we're able to actually operate these operations at a low cost, but make a huge impact. So we're going to see that out there. The truck's going to be Aquari branded, and our goal is just to make as much roar as possible. So that is the surface updates I have. But before we close out to Machi and I's section, I also want to say, those of you who have been watching the development on the after movie for the cleanup, that's actually finished now. And for those of you that have stayed on, we want to show you what that looks like. So Machi, if you could bring that on, that would be amazing, please.
Did we receive any questions from the people watching live?
I believe there are no questions. I think it's because, we chose a middle of the week instead of usually the end of the week. And the timing is not the best. But questions will definitely come throughout the week in the Telegram chat. I'm sure of it, as people come and watch this on their own time.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions on the Telegram chat that are, I guess, more directed towards myself or towards Danny, you can definitely add us on the chat.
Yeah.
And then we'll go ahead and respond to everything that needs to be responded to. But yeah, that's, like Cam said, please enjoy this video. It was worked on for a long time. I personally didn't work on it. But yeah, we hope you enjoy it.
Aquari built on Ethereum is on the verge of transforming how we think about waste, not as trash, but as value. Aquari built on Ethereum is on the verge of transforming how we think about waste, not as trash, but as value.
Mabushi village exists at the heart of Abuja, Nigeria. In Mabushi and villages like it, Waste has been unmanaged, ignored, left to grow.
Ana zuwa ana ta kwashewa, to sai abun aka zaka danna.
Ibi báyìí kò dá tẹ́lẹ̀ kò ṣe ń rìn, especially tójú bá rọ̀ gan sef.
Yasa ganin wannan datti yana kusa da shagona kullum yana takura mana wari muna shaka bacin ma Allah dai ubangiji na kare mu.
This is caused many sickness. One of my boy where I work with him or here, he died and the sickness is from here. But when individual decide that they should go and touch the life of citizens of Nigeria, that shows you that there are still people that have good conscience and good mind.
Imagine 200 people coming out just for this cleanup. So it's a very, very big project.
Aquari organized locals to solve their problems. Together with financial incentive on Ethereum.
At Aquari, what we believe is that the power of the blockchain can actually usher in a new era where we can properly account and track the value that those who want to give their labor to providing impact, we can help them fully capture the value that they provide.
I really want to thank them for the financial support because I know that was a motivation for some people to come and do the cleanup.
Community was in serious disarray, but now everybody's happy. After you're coming in, there have been so many ways of appreciation.
Kakara bude masu hanya da babu hanya. Ka sa masa albarka mai yawa. Yayin su da suka sa hannu.
What surprised me is how happy people are after we actually started providing the solutions and helping them.
India, Pakistan, the Netherlands. Aquari is creating a repeatable model for using Ethereum to coordinate impact. The result wasn't a cleanup day. It was continuity. Cleaner spaces, healthier ecosystems, income earned, trust built. Mabushi can breathe again. And the people who did the work carry more than pride. They carry ownership.
Aquari together we make a difference.
Okay, we are back.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching that. So just a reminder, the purpose of this video is supposed to, the purpose of this video is to be put on social media. We have a big post that's supposed to come. That's still coming, guys. We just gotta wait for the market to recover. That's literally what we're waiting for. So we're gonna strategically launch that, and that's gonna be a big debut. And that will basically put us on the radar whenever the market starts to heat up. So we have that in the arsenal. We also have a second video coming that is being produced by Alex Greenlee that is supposed to be the successor to the original Aquari at the beginning video. And we've commissioned that video because while this video is good to highlight that cleanup in of itself, and that's for the social media marketing purposes, we believe that we need another high grade production film that talks about what is Aquari as a whole, as an organization, because the last video is over 4 to 5 years old now and was made when we didn't have much clarity on what our model was. And now that we have clarity on specifically how we're going to change the world, we need to make sure that our video pretty much reflects that. So, I mean, it's not 2021 anymore. You know, in the blockchain space, you need to concisely communicate what specific value you're bringing and what makes you different and unique. And so we've already made the investments in that, and that video should be done in about a month's time. And that video, you'll really like that. That will be Aquari at the beginning grade, and that video will be what you want to show your friends when you're telling them what is Aquari when you're trying to roll out the subscription. So we will have that out for you in about a month's time. But yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video. I think Mache and I can bring it out to our side now. So, Mache, if you could actually talk about what you've done in the past month on your side.
So on my end, I've been, I probably, like Cameron told few community members already, I've attended Ethereum Prague, and like you guys found the video before I even seen it. I was the speaker there. We were able to talk with all the crucial people to us. We are also able to reconnect with people from Logos team and discuss with them potential like Nigeria cooperation plans. And yep, right now we are simply discussing all the next steps for that and how to approach it. And yesterday I literally had a conversation about it, and we should be having a call with them like tomorrow or in 2 days, because they are once again traveling. And yeah, when that call is over, we should have some news about new that's going to be mostly like Logos operation, because they're gonna utilize the Nigerian circles for that. But they wanted to do that with us because like I mentioned, like our project is literally a big part of what they wanted to create when it comes to like decentralized labor marketplace, and they want to make it in a way a media partnership. So we basically gonna cooperate with their on ground circles and community for that.
No, beautiful, Mache. So to reiterate, what you're seeing, 3 people on screen or 3 groups of people representing 3 teams. My team this past month has been getting those trucks and equipment in Aquari's name out onto the front lines in Nigeria, so we can actually make a proper value proposition to these government entities in pursuing contracts so we can bring in that sustainable revenue. Team Danny and Johan, they're the ones actually micromanaging and implementing all of the stuff that needs to happen out in Nigeria in order to make that happen. They're opening up the contract funnel, letting all these governments know, hey, we exist, we're ready to rock and roll. Do you want to play with us? They will, by the way. And then Mache is been doing the conference hall hopping, making sure he's able to meet with our giant financial backers, getting the word of Aquari out there, and making sure that collaborations and the overall crypto world knows what Aquari is, what our value proposition is. So that way there's eyes on us when we actually do go and deliver our impact, so opportunities come our way. And when you combine these 3, we're actually, and then in the past we'd always do one thing at a time, but now we're doing 3 things at a time. Actually 4 if you count development team number 2, who's been developing the subscriptions and affiliate module while Mache and I have been doing this. So yeah, guys, basically we have 4 separate paths finally converging, and when that converges, you're gonna have that final app, the equipment out there, and it's just a matter of just executing and onboarding people onto the app, and we'll just keep looping that until everyone is happy, and that's going to reflect in token price finally. But it's a lot of work. It's been a long time, but we're only alive because while everyone wants fast money, we're out here making real money with real impact, and that just takes time. And we've been weathering each boom and bust cycle. Aquari is like a cockroach. People try to kill it. It does not die. And we will complete our mission. So get your bug spray out. Spray us as much as you want. We'll be here. And I really believe that as the end of this year approaches, we'll actually finally be able to make those headlines we've been waiting for. So I think we can leave it at that. Is there anything else you guys want to add, Danny and Johan, before we wrap
No,
up?
nothing. But I would have said I would have preferred to call Aquari a cat with 9 lives, but you said cockroach. Well, it's fine. Yeah. So each cycle, it looks like we're going down, like we're going to die, but you just come back up stronger. But we all mean the same thing. There are going to be challenges, but definitely. Because we have real impact, we provide real world value. I feel like just a matter of time, we're going to be competing with the big boys. It's just a matter of time. The only way direction we can go right now, once, like you said, Cameron, about the converging teams, the converging parts, and all the different roles we're all trying to play. The only way, once these parts converge, once we achieve our goals, I feel like the only way can really be up. So thank you, the Aquari community, for being supportive. Big shout outs to the Aquari board members. They've been super supportive and giving their insights, and we've regularly been updating them. Big shout outs to our investors, people who have believed in us. We love you guys and we appreciate your contributions, and we're going to make you guys proud.
Yes, and once those trucks get on the shipping container or the ship, I'm going to drop a link in the chat so everyone can track its location, so everyone knows exactly when the game's going to get started. So I know you guys have been waiting. It's like truck this, truck that. Just expect that link to drop in the chat anytime soon, and you guys can eagerly check that as you go to sleep as it makes its voyage.
And you can expect a video when the truck lands from the ship.
Yes, exactly. Danny and Johan will receive that and record that. We'll make it a whole spectacle. We'll see it in its nice Aquari blue. And yeah, it'll be, then they can show you maybe vlogs on what it's like to go hire a truck driver out there. That's going to be your guys' responsibility. Please get someone that will take care of her.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then I see a question actually from JV. Any news from the audit from Sarah? So actually, we do have news from that. Actually, we got an email. Turns out we actually applied to the wrong program. Wow. So the thing is the United Nations, they have what's called UN Ocean Decade, and there are a bunch of subcommittees on subcommittees. And what happened is Sarah had reached out to one of the directors of the subcommittees that was based out in Africa. And he was like, oh, yeah, you just go apply here. So we went, we applied, we made our case, got audited, etc. And then the audit came back saying, hey, you guys are really strong, everything's good, but you're actually supposed to be applying to this right here, not this. So we advise that you send it. So they told us where to do, and we've resubmitted that. And now we gotta wait again. So yeah, that is a bit of a bummer. I have to say sorry on that. But the good news is that they like what they see. The biggest takeaway that we learned was that we were thinking, oh, UN, UNESCO, this would be inaccessible, but we actually learned that it's highly accessible because while there's a lot of people that move money around and want to deliver impact, the problem is, at least when it comes to the African continent, everyone wants to actually do something, but then no one actually wants to be the one on the ground living out there with the mosquitoes doing the actual thing. And what is Aquari special at other than being a platform to aggregate doers? You can summon people, implementers out of the ether. I mean, that's what the whole clean to earn is. And so they really like that. In terms of institutions, we've positioned Aquari as this software platform that basically, as a service, reduces the friction in finding local implementers in any given area. And Aquari's infrastructure can help manage that. So there is huge fit with that. Again, it's just everything. I know it's been like just words, the action, but the next action here is the trucks. Those trucks need to get out there, and then that's when we can take the next action, because yeah, it's like a chicken and the egg problem. So go check that link where it tracks the status on those trucks, and that's going to be the day when you're going to see the gas move forward on that. But I just want to say that collab with UNESCO and the institutions, definitely possible, definitely easy. It's just a matter of we need to actually just execute with our own equipment, and we're waiting on that. I will apologize for the lack of app updates. We've just really been focusing on making sure that the foundations for everything are solid. And now that the trucks are going to pretty much be on its way, as soon as I get back home, I'm just full on computer geek. Knock out the app. The app. I will. If the app is not done this year, guys, this is the point where I say I'll tattoo the app is not done somewhere on me. So that means the app is getting done. So yeah, the app will be done by this year. We're aiming to have this ready by Q3, but I'm willing to take the tattoo on end of this year. So that's the date we're aiming for, guys, and we'll get this show on the road for you. So yeah, we can end with that. I hope you guys have a great evening, and thank you for joining us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you guys for listening to us and joining us. We hope to have good news for you in the near future.
Take care.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
And from me, thank you for joining us, guys, and I hope you guys have a great evening.